Morning.
Morning.
Morning. It's January 3rd. It's, I think, day 2. We're still in Port Erin, but we're going to head up that way today, around towards the mines. Thankfully the water's lovely and flat. It's not something you see very often down here. The time is 10:24 now. Probably going to spend about an hour and a bit in the water. Since it's a nice day, we might spend a little bit longer. We'll see.
Today we'll be utilising our uncanny abilities to turn what should be a relatively short swim into something altogether much longer. Half a mile very nearly turns into a full mile. You'll soon notice that this is a reoccurring theme throughout the wet way around. I mean, hey, who wants to swim straight and boring anyway?
Oh, frosty!
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are
Temperature's like 5.4 and falling.
I was complaining about my cold toes.
Yeah.
strange when you're strange.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
We're not the only frequent visitors to Port Erin. Aurelia aurita, commonly known as the moon jellyfish, swarms in thousands around the Isle of Man in the summertime. Mostly harmless to humans, you may occasionally get a bit of a sting, but they're more of a hindrance than anything else. Whereas the lion's mane jellyfish and its cousin the bluefire, altogether a different story. Long tentacles can provide a nasty sting and they can get really big, so if you see one, give them a wide berth.
So in the summertime, this place is just absolutely coated with jellyfish. We don't like jellyfish.
While the Port Erin Marine Lab no longer exists, you can still find evidence of marine survey sites in the form of these rock tags. Most likely this was a barnacle and limpet survey. Now we come to the first of 2 coves that are towards the end of the swim. Too small for boats, only accessible from kayaks and by swimming there. A lot of people don't even know this is here.
It's a very pretty place to come for a quick swim. Getting here is a bit of a pain in the ass, mind, but once you're here it's quite nice. Oh.
Small coves like these can be found all over the Isle of Man. They're formed over thousands of years, usually when softer rock, such as limestone, erodes at a faster rate than the harder rock surrounding it. And as you can see from looking around here, the results can be pretty spectacular. There's no climbing out of this one in a hurry. In case you're wondering, the red rock you can see here are concentrated iron ore deposits. They can be found all around the Bradda Headland area and a lot of places around the Isle of Man. Iron ore is not the only metal deposits you'll find in the rocks around here though, as you'll see a little bit further around the corner once we get past the Bradda mines. Our first cave of Wet Way Round, this is what really gets our adrenaline pumping. The camera isn't spinning around just because I thought it'd be fun to try and make people dizzy while watching this. We're actually scouting the area very carefully, looking for signs of loose rock or any dangers that could snag us. I really can't stress enough how careful you have to be going into sea caves like this. There are any number of things that could go wrong. While we could see light coming from the other side of the cave, the gap was far too small to swim through. There was only one way to do this, and that was going under. After very nearly cracking my head on the rock coming through that channel, we made it through. It opened out into a large tidal pool area, very close to where we were due to get out. Seeing the mines there, it would have been very easy to climb out here, but we had one more thing we wanted to look at before finishing the swim.
See, straight through there, that big pink building, that's the pub! That's where we started a couple of days ago. That's where the GPS was first switched on, and that's going to be our finish point. For a nice point, I guess. But it's going to be summertime by the time we get here. And that thing over there, that'd be the Calf of Man.
Below Milner's Tower at the foot of Bradder Head, we come to our exit point. The old ruins of Bradder Mines. Admittedly, a little longer than originally planned, this swim would be nothing by comparison to what we'd face on the next leg of our journey around the Isle of Man, the Wet Way Round.